I'll probably go over a little bit over the 30-minute mark, but not too much. I want to keep it around 30 minutes. Hello, everybody. My name is Ostentatious24, and welcome back to Shuffle. We're on this one, I believe. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I need to pick. Well, first I need to rewatch the first episode of Infata Morgana, but I need to repick that up too. I'd like to get more into visual novels. Like I said in the last video, I don't know how long to make them. I'm getting back into this because I figured it'd be quick, and I have been keeping them around 30 minutes. So, if you want to see longer ones, in which this one's kind of short, so maybe it will go by fairly okay. But I don't know how long the others are. Whenever I get to If My Heart Had Wings, that's what it's called. Oh my god, those will have to be really long videos. I've played through that, and I got to what I thought was the end. I was like, oh, finally, I've sunk in several days worth of hours into this. And it's just the end of part one. There's a part two. No. Oh, no. It's so long. It's good, but it's so long, and it gets a little dull. Oh, so I never continued that, but I definitely want to. But if I record it, then I'm gonna have to read through all that stuff. I don't know. Anyways, or streaming. I mentioned that in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon episode that I was recording a little while ago. That I tried streaming, but it's a little iffy, and I was a little nervous. I was like, oh, even though I had my face covered in my lucky flannel, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Oh, it's scaring me. Stop it. So I'll deal with that when I have more time to record and mess around with that and all that stuff. Maybe check out Twitch and Patreon if it's easier to stream on those. I didn't know Patreon was streaming. I thought it was just for donations. And that's not why I'd like to go to Patreon. I just want to use whatever is easiest to stream without showing my face. I'm not interested in donations. As thankful as I would be for people donating, it just feels weird to have people giving me money, even if it was to support things I'm making. Like, I just recently put out a Pokemon fan game idea with over 101 new Pokemon I made, but I showed off only 70. Not that the other 30 aren't done. I just wanted to keep some of them secret. And then three of them actually aren't done because I don't know what to do with them, and they're the box legendaries. I'd talk about that in that video. Go watch that video if you're interested more in that. My own fan-made region. I have 5 planned brand new regions with brand new Pokemon, but I also have some other ideas for fan game ideas. And I'd like them to actually become games someday, but maybe I'll try my hands at making video games myself, but as it stands, I have no idea how to do that. And anyways, I thought I heard my alarm clock, but I couldn't recall. Well, when you think about it, people prefer waking up to a warm and natural voice rather than the artificial sound of an alarm clock.
時間です。
Ween, it's time to get up. I can agree to that. Oh, my alarm clock, especially in college, I had a nuclear alarm. That gets you up. Woo, that wakes you up. That'll snap you awake. Not a tornado. I mean, it kind of wakes me up, but a nuclear alarm, it's like, okay, here we go. All right, off to school now. That's why when I heard her gentle voice, my consciousness finally emerged. I'm kind of hoping we get to our first crossroads today in decision making. To which, if we do, I'll probably leave it off there because, like I said before, I want you lovely people to contribute since I played through this and all the routes, gotten all the achievements and stuff myself. I would like you to have some input and choose what route we take. She gave me the same bright smile as usual as my vision cleared, and I recognized her face. I got up slowly.
おはようございます。
Good morning, Ween. You can hear the drowsiness in my voice. I accepted the change of clothes Kaede handed to me.
朝ごはんの準備できてますから、早く降りてきてくださいね。
Breakfast is ready, so please come down soon.
Having said that, Kaede walked away.
Is he talking to himself?
It'd be funny. His inner monologue's just leaking out because he's so tired. I literally shook my head, got out of bed as if it required a lot of effort.
でも、まゆみちゃんの言ってたこと、本当でしょうか？
Do you think what Mayumi said was true?
Kaede, I just walked on the way to school. I'm so tired. But the transfer students, yeah.
今日からって言ってましたよね。
According to her, they'll be there today.
Well, I don't know where she gets it from. But her information seems to be pretty accurate.
どんな方たちなんでしょうね。
I'm curious about who they are.
They're transferring into our school. I'm sure they're not just regular humans. I wonder if they're demons, gods, or humans obsessed with alchemy. That moment, two girls appeared in my mind. Beautiful ladies. They were the two beautiful girls I had met the other day. They must have been the same age as us, since they both hinted that we would meet again. There was a pretty good possibility. I thought back on the faces of the two unforgettable beauties and compared them with Kaide's. To which, hopefully it's not too soon. I suppose if if it's really soon, this video might only be like 10 minutes long. Damn. 3 beauties of that level in one class. What a luxury.
What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud. My inner thoughts are leaking. I'm too tired for this shenanigans. It was too good to be true. There was just no way. Ignore what I say, Kaide. I'm too tired for this shenanigans. I mentally tried to convince myself of this and shook off that thought. Anyway, we'll find out once we get to school. I'm sure Suki is already going crazy.
楽しい方たちだといいですね。
Let's hope they are fun people.
We continue to talk about the transfer students the rest of the walk to school. I'm getting a sneaking suspicion. Maybe I was... Oh no, maybe I'm right. Maybe that is sooner than I thought. Ooh. It was an ordinary day, but maybe that was the instant everything ordinary ended. Morning.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
We entered the classroom with our usual greetings, but something was clearly off about the scene.
You're talking out loud again, Reen.
When did this school turn into an all-girls school? It was a languid time of the morning. Usually the guys were prostrated on their desks, all sleepy and lazy, but none of them were present this day. The classroom had turned into an oasis of women. I'm guessing they're checking out
ち
the
みくんは
transfer
職
students.
員室の前通ってこなかったの？
Sushimi, you didn't walk by the faculty room this morning.
Ayumi saw us come in and walked over. Why would I want to walk by the faculty room this early in the
ま
morning?
あ、正論か。よかったわね、楓。ちちみくんは毒牙にかからなかったみたいよ。
Fair enough, be glad, Kaede. Sushimi didn't fall victim.
職員室で何かあったんですか？
Happened at the faculty room.
だというか、
More like
だ
a
というべき
peer.
か。
I
ほ
think
ら
that's your voice.、
例の転校生。
You know those transfer students.
The ones you were talking about yesterday, right?
それがね、まさにその通りだったの
That's
ですよ。
exactly what Midori
改
was
めて緑葉
thinking.
くんの嗅覚を思い知らされたわ。
He impressed me again with that sense of his.
It says, you mean they're first
極
rate?
上も極上。二人揃って超
The
極
first
上。
rate of the first
学園
rate.
中が大騒ぎをもう。
Together, they're just
おかげで職員室
irresistible.
の前は一目見ようとする男子で大渋滞。
They're the talk of the school right now. Because of them, all the guys are crowded in front of the faculty room just to get a glimpse.
将棋倒しで数人救急車で運ばれたって話も出てるけど、あの状況ならあながち嘘とも言えないかもね。
Because they fell one right after another. From what I saw, that might actually be true.
その結果、
As you can
う
see,
ちのクラスの
it's
男
even
子も
affecting
見
the
て
guys in
み
our
たい
class as well.
というわけなのですよ。どうせホームルームで見れるっていうのに。
Don't they know that they can see them in homeroom?
I guess it's one of those sad facts about guys,
ま
like
ゆ
they
みちゃん
said.
は行かなかったんですか？
You didn't
こ
go
ういう
check out the
時は
sun,
真っ先に
Naomi.
カメラを持って飛んでいくのに。
Usually you're there with your camera before anybody else.
とっくに行ってきた
Of
わよ。
course I did.
二人の
I
顔写
sniffed
真もバッ
headshots of the both of them.
She probably pulled out her precious 5 million pixel image digital
素直
camera.
に聞いてくれば見せてあげるのに。どっか考え足りないわよね、男子陣は。
If they'd only asked, I would have shown them. Guys always seem to lack a step in their thinking.
Wonder just how she'd been able to get photos so fast. Do you think she was an emergency responder? Her determination to get a scoop was tenacious as
それに
always.
私の考
If
えが
I'm
間違
not
ってなけ
mistaken,
れば
there might be
ちょ
a
っ
bit
と
of a
一悶着あ
quarrel.
るかも。
Quarrel?
What do you mean? Are they the unusual sort?
かなりね。見
Very
てみ
much
る？
so. Do you want to see for yourself?
With a suggestive smile, she handed me her precious camera. Okay. Homeroom's about to get started anyway. I'll save the pleasure for a few
ほ
minutes.
ほう、なかなか冷静で。
Mm.
やっぱり超極上に世話してもらってる人は余裕ですか。
I see you're keeping your cool. You must be used to it since you're already being served by a first-rate girl.
Like you haven't told me that before. It's getting pretty old, you know.
だって楓、こんなに地図に尽くしてるのに釣れないわよね。
Did you hear that, Kaede? How can you be so heartless when you're so devoted to him?
私がリンくんのお世話をしているのは、単に私が好きだからで。
I'm taking care of Reem simply because I like her.
Jesus. What the hell? It suddenly got real loud. Before Kaede could finish, she was interrupted by clamoring from the hallway. Seemed like they were all coming back. The door swung open as the guys marched in with a satisfied look on their faces, as if they had just experienced nirvana. Of course, Itsuki was one of them.
いやー、なんていうか、世界の広さを感じたね。まさしく、おとといおじさんに言われた通りだよ。
Now, just how immense this world is. It's exactly what that man told me the other day.
あの女性に80点をつけていたら、俺様は今日、心の底から後悔していたね。
If I had rated that lady as an 80, I would have regretted it from the bottom of my heart today.
Happily said as he pushed up his glasses up his nose with his index finger. Yeah, I figured that. Now that I have face camera, but I did the same. I was like, "Hush!" to pick up that voice. I knew he'd be doing that kind of thing. They must be pretty up there, judging by that
さすが
description.
のリンでも、きっと驚くよ。彼女た
Reem,
ちの超極上な笑顔を見れば。
be prepared to be blown away. Their first-rate smiles are truly something.
楓ちゃんに初めて出会った時と同じ至福を、俺様は、今感じている。
I'm experiencing that same supreme bliss I felt when I first met Kaede.
Just then, the door opened as if it acknowledged Itsuki's passion. Miss Benny entered the classroom, her long black hair fluttering behind her and the attendance list in one hand.
よーし、全員席に着くように。
Alright.
特に男子。気持ちはわからんでもないから、今回は見逃してやるが、次やったらイエローカードだからな。
Okay. Everyone in their seats, especially the guys. I'm letting this one go since I sympathize with all of you, but you won't get away with it from tomorrow. Do you understand?
Oh!
Sympathize. Os! Yes! Os! I could provide more oomph. Os! Oh, that was too loud. Oh, my ear. Ooh. My headphones. Ooh. I'm doing my headphones because after one of my recent recordings, I was like, I think it was Alien. Yeah, it was Alien Isolation. I was like, wow, there's no echo. Huh, maybe I'm stupid. Of course there'd be an echo if I have the mic and then... I should have been using my headphones the whole time. Scatter students hurry back to their seats at once. Ms. Benny stood at the podium, glanced around at the male students' overly excited faces and loud outside.
ああ、もはや説明するだけ時間の無駄だな。男子どもも暴発寸前でかなわん。
It's obvious that further explanation would be a waste of time. You boys might explode if I wait any longer.
二人とも、入ってきなさい。
Come in, both of you. Wow, wow, wow. The male students burst out in excited cheer. Someone even said a cracker off, which was followed by a huge applause. I startled me. Then presented with such a grand welcome, those two slowly entered the classroom.
いやー、なんか面白そうなとこじゃねえか。人間界の学校もよ。
This is completely unexpected. There are classmates? Oh, well, this is turning into a lot of fun. School in the human realm's not that bad.
うん、まったくだ。若く美しいお嬢さん方がいっぱいで若返ってしまいそうだね。
Yup, agreed. Surrounded by young, beautiful ladies. I feel young again myself.
That's creepy, dude. I get you're over 1,000 years old or whatever because you're a demon, but expectations multiplied itself with disappointment. These are the exact words that express the mental state of the students in that classroom at that moment. The cheers, crackers, and applause all ceased in dead silence dominated the class.
なんだ？どうしたおめえら？静まり返っちまって。さっきの元気はどこ行った？あ？
What? What happened? What's with the silence? Where did all that energy go?
まあまあ、あまり脅しちゃかわいそうじゃないか、しんちゃん。彼らもまだまだ子供だからね。いわゆる人見知りとかいうやつじゃないかな。
No, no, let's not scare them away just yet, Mr. God. God? Oh, God. I mean, oh, sir, oh, mister, They're still only children, so it must be they're feeling shy or something like that.
ああ。
Oh, good
そう
point!
いや、そんなのあったな。まだまだひよっこなんだし、仕方ねえが。
From such young birds, what can you expect? Dressed in a Japanese kimono that didn't look good on him at all was a giant muscular man. And the Slender Man, no, the Slender Man, he's back! Who gave a sense of danger? Well, of course, he's a Slender Man. Wait, wasn't he the ladies' man from the other day? Oh, the ladies' Slender Man! Slender Man with the ladies. Well, this certainly betrayed all expectations. I somehow managed to That's not right. I somehow managed to rebooted my train of... Yeah, I don't think that's my brain this time. I think that's an actual... Whatever, okay. And asked Itsuki, who sat in the seat in front of me. Hey, Itsuki, they're the ultimate first-rate class. Did you mean they were first-rate in their personality? But their looks were no doubt first-rate. They would succeed in winning over a lot of women with their handsome faces. At the sound of my words, Itsuki recovered his soul and cried,
そんなわけがないって
This can't be! He shook his head in a panic. He then turned to face the back of the room. Hey, Mayumi?
ブンブンブンブンブン。違う違う違う違う。
That was adorable. No. Wrong. Seemed like they were not the transfer students after all. It surely would have taken school like up a notch with transfer students like them, but I have to admit, I was relieved that they weren't. It'd be really weird
で、
and awkward.
どの坊主がそうだって
So which one's that lad you were talking about?
ちょっと待ってくれよ。と発見。いたいた。
Give me a minute.
The demon who abruptly looked my way and our eyes met.
どれどれ
Which?
あいつ。
Oops. Wait, he was still talking, but it only said which. My eyes then met with the god. Oh no. Then both started to walk directly towards
やあ、りんちゃん。おとといはすまなかったね。けれどおかげさまで、君の人となりがなんとなくわかったよ。
me. Oh no.
Hey, Rin. Sorry about the other day, but because of that, I have a better sense of who you are.
君は実に誠実な男性のようだ。やっぱり男は誠実でないといけないからね。一途に一人の女性を思い続けることのできる誠実さ。これが大事だ。
You seem to be truly sincere, as men should be. A man who is as sincere is able to love a woman wholeheartedly. That's very crucial.
Excuse me, but who are you to be telling me
メリ
that?
ネちゃんのこと、よろしく頼んだよ。
I'm relying on you to take care of Nareen.
His long arms reached out and forced a handshake on me. His hands were unexpectedly strong despite his
おい
appearance.
おいおいおい抜け駆けはなしだぜ、マボ
Oi, oi, oi! Not trying to elbow yourself in early there, Mr. Devil
ー。
King.
それにそいつはちっとばかし違うだろ
What do you think
う。
you're
男はやっ
doing?
ぱり力よ力。いざという時女を守る、その力こそがかっこよさだぜ。
Plus, I have to disagree with you. A man's man is all about power, you see. They must have the great power to protect a woman at any given moment. Ah, my back. I'm too old to flex. I'm not that old. I'm just hunched over. That's probably why I immediately sat up and my back flipped. You could tell by the look of him that he was no exception in this philosophy.
まあ、見たところなかなかの体つきのようだしな。
Well, at a
これなら
glance,
前途有望か。視野のこと、よろしく頼むぜ、リン殿よ
he's got a pretty good build. He's got a promising future. Rin, I'm counting on you to take good care of Sia. Got it? He patted me on the shoulder with his enormous hands. I thought my shoulder was going to get dislocated from the force in his powerful arms. More importantly, what the heck was going on here?
お父さん
Father! The god's head suddenly turned to the side simultaneously. There was the sound like someone's head was struck with a chair.
視野、さすがに椅子はやりすぎだと教えただろうが。
Sia, I thought I taught you to abstain from throwing
普段血の
chairs.
気が多いから、こうして抜くくらいがちょうどいいんです。
I can't help being hot-blooded. This is the perfect sort of stress release for me.
Godlike girl appeared behind the muscular man. I don't remember her voice. The other one's was more soothing and gentle. Oh, she was the girl I had met at the store the other day. Both of her hands tightly gripped the chair as she glared at the muscular man. She really did strike him with a
お
chair.
父様もやりすぎです。
Oh,
リン様が驚いてらっしゃるじゃないですか。
those beautiful blood red eyes. Ruby eyes. Maybe I should say ruby. Blood's not a bad word. Why would I? Yeah, they're beautiful. One way or the other. I like red.
You've gone too far yourself, Father. Rin seems very startled right now.
And another one. Oh, a mirror girl appeared from behind the ladies' man. As expected, she was the other girl I had met the other day. The demon girl who was singing in the neighborhood.
いや、驚かせるつもりじゃなかったんだけどね。やっぱりパパとして挨拶くらいはしておきたいじゃないか。
I didn't mean to startle him. As a father, I just wanted to meet and say a few
で
words
す
to
か
him.
ら、今日の夜にでもご挨拶に伺おうという話になっていたじゃないですか。
That's why we were talking about meeting him later tonight, Ren.
いやあ、しんちゃんと話してたら、お世話になる皆さんにも挨拶をしておいた方がいいだろうって話になってね。
Mr. God and I discussed it further, and thought it'd be a good idea to greet everyone who'll be taking care of you both here at the school.
おい、マボ俺一人のせいにするんじゃねえぞ。おめえだって乗り気だったろうが。
Oi, Mr. Devil King, don't single me out like that. We agreed on that idea together.
けれど私は止めはしたじゃないか。しんちゃんなんか、行かねえんだったら俺一人で行くぜとまで言っただろ
But when I tried to stop you, you said, I'll go alone if you're not coming with me. Remember that?
てめえ、汚ねえぞ。じゃあ私も行こう。なんで危機としてついてきたくせに。
Damn you, that's low. You gladly followed me, saying, in that case, I will join you.
二人とも同罪です。
You're both
at fault.
I don't know how to do both at the same time.
はい。
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
In an instant, they both became unbelievably despondent. Seemed like the daughters were the ones with all the power. The power! Then, as if she had been anticipating this moment, a stiff voice rang out.
それで、もう話を進めてもよろしいです
So,
か？
shall we move forward with the introduction?
う。はい。
Yes. Behind the four of them, Miss Benny stood waiting with a lovely smile. 50 minutes had passed since the start of homeroom. The introduction of the transfer students was finally back on track. The whole class was glued to the side of the two beautiful girls who sat beside the teacher.
深海からやってきました。
My name is Lyanthus.
My brain's not translating. Lizzianthus.
From the God
ちょっ
realm.
と長い名前だと思いますので、シアって呼んでください。
Lysianthus. Right, because Sia. Right. Okay. Lysianthus.
It's a bit of a long name, so please call me
ネ
Sia.
リネと申します。魔界からやってまいりました。よ
My name is Noreen. I came from the demon realm.
ろしければ、リンと呼んでくださ
If you'd like, please call me Rena.
ユース様だ。
Rena sounds like
シアの父
Rin.
親やってるんでよろしくな。CEO もやってるが、こいつはついでに覚えといてくれ。
I am Eustoma, Sia's father. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm also the king of the gods for future reference.
私はフォー・ベッシー。ネリネちゃんの父親であり、魔王でもある。
Looks familiar.
ぜひ見知っておいてくれたまえ。
For Bessie. For Seti. For... I'm for... tone it down a bit. I'm for Bessie. I'm Noreen's father and the king of the devils. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Gotta be all
お二人は
suave.
結構です。
Thank you, gentlemen. Even with the veins visible on her forehead, Miss Benny smiled and faltered. I once admired and sympathized with her. But wait a minute. Didn't those two just say something outrageous? Hey, Itsuki, did they just say...
シアちゃんとネリネちゃんか。いるもんなんだ
Sia
ね
and。Rena.
美少女っていうのは、
Such beauties do exist.
彼氏とかいるのかな。まあ、いたところで俺様には関係ないけど。奪い取ればいいだけだし。
I wonder if they have boyfriends. Well, even if they do, it wouldn't matter to me. I'll just have to
と
snatch
りあえ
them
ず
away.
は、お父様方に気に入ってもらうことから始めるとして。
First, I have to work on winning over their fathers.
He's a lost cause. Hey, Mayumi. Hold on, I'm gonna pause and check the time. Okay, just as I thought. Woo, that was close. 29 minutes and 40 seconds. Woo. Okay. I still want to keep going. Plus, I took 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. We'll go on a little bit longer. We'll get until I get to a stopping point. Kind of hoping we get to a path choice. Mayumi nodded as if she already knew, and blatantly said it
い。言っ
all.
たでしょ、一文じゃがりぞーって。
I told you there might be some quarrels.
Those words, quails?
Quarrels.
Quails.
No.
With those words, I felt my face starting to grow pale. Then, as if she understood my feelings, Kaede raised her hand straight up towards the ceiling. My face.
なでしこ先生、今、とても信じられないような言葉を聞いた気がするんですけれど、
Miss Nadeshiko, I thought I heard something unbelievable just
神
now.
王と魔王っていうのは、
Did they say they're the kings of gods and devils?
Miss Benny looked as if she knew that I was coming.
まあ、
Oh.
そういうことだ。
Yes, that's exactly what you heard.
非常に残念。じゃない。非常に嘆かしでもない。非常に信じられないことではあるが、
It's extremely disappointing. No, it's extremely deplorable. No, not that either. It's extremely hard to believe, but
このお二人は、それぞれ深海と魔界の王の立場にあるお方だ。そして連邦生はその娘さん。
hold the position of
私
king
の
of
言いたいことは、わかるな緑羽。
king of the god realm and king of the demon realm. They're daughters of the transfer students, and you know what I'm trying to say, right? Midoriba.
That reminded me of something when I said routes I'd like to get. I'll get into that
もちろ
when
ん
we hit the
大丈夫ですよ。
stopping point.
俺様が必ず幸せにしますから。
Let's not interrupt this. Of course, there's no need to worry. I'll make them happy.
お前
No
は
matter
近
what.
づくなと言ってるんだ。
Actually, I'm telling you to stay away.
Ooh, don't get Charlie horse. My leg suddenly flexed from that. That was weird. He's been glared at Itsuki with murder in her dark eyes.
シオの娘だとかは気にしないでくださいね。皆さんと同じ、この人間界に住む一クラスメートと考えてください。
Please ignore the fact that I'm the daughter of the king of the gods. Please think of me as just another classmate in the human
気
realm.
にされてお姫様扱いされる方が嫌なので。
I don't like it when people treat me as a princess.
私も同じです。皆さんとは普通のお友達として付き合っていただけたらと思っていますので。
I hope to be treated as a friend like everyone else.
わかったな、緑は。この二人はあくまで普通のお友達としての付き合いをご所望だ。
Did you get that, Midoriya? We want you to treat them as friends. Nothing more. Nothing less.
当然ですね。どんなに熱烈な恋愛も、まずは普通の友達関係からですよ。
Of course, all passionate relationships started as friends first. Says Gleam as he spoke his mind. Miss Benny watched him with a warm smile as if she knew something all along.
で、だ。
But actually,
土、
Sushi. Yeah. His face suddenly faced me this time with a worn out look
こ
on
の
her
二
face.
人の面倒はお前に任せる。
Oh, good God, no! You're going to be the one who's going to be responsible for them. What? Chuck every male student's eyes in the classroom were now on me. Oh no, the
今
daggers,
日
all
法
the
的処
daggers,
置に
the
よって
red
そう決ま
eyes.
った。
It's been decided given the extreme extenuating circumstances. Miss Benny, what do you mean by the extreme extenuating circumstances? Oh no, oh
Hmm.
God,
それに関しては、私から説明し
oh
ようじゃな
hell,
いか。
oh God. Oh yes, why don't I explain that to you myself? King of the Devils took a step forward as he started to speak.
つまり、リンちゃんはレミナちゃんとシアちゃん、二人の婚約者候補に選ばれたわけなのだよ。
Waving my hands even though I'm not on the screen. I'm crazy. Basically, Rin, you've been chosen as a fiancé candidate for both Nareen and Sia. What? Without any hesitation, the King of the Devils oh so readily made a truly absurd statement. The majority of the male students' eyes. Oh, they were just daggers before. Now they have the bloody red eyes and daggers and such pointed at me. The majority of the male students' eyes immediately
ま
fell
はっきり言っちまえば、深海魔界の次期王候補ってわけだな。どっちが欲しいんだ？
Well, if I were to be more direct, you're the candidate to be next in line for the throne of both the God and Demon Realm. So which do you desire, young man?
うちのシアを選んでくれりゃ、深海の権力使い放題だぜ。
If you chose my Sia, you can use your authority any way you want in the God
お
Realm.
っと、ずるいじゃないか、しんちゃん。それなら、メリネちゃんを選んでくれれば、魔界の権力使い放題なんだからね。
Not so fast, Mr. God. Know that if you choose Nareen, you'll have all the authority in the demon realm.
I'll think it hurts my cheek, it hurt. Means this wasn't a dream.
Pretending to foam at the mouth. Didn't come. Again, no face cam. I'm doing this for a party of one. I'm a fool. If this wasn't a dream, then what else could it be? Illusion. Illusion? Near-death experience? Yeah, that's right. I must have been involved in a car accident. I must have experienced a distorted reality because I was on the verge of death. It must be. I decided that must be it. I can't make that call myself. That would mean I'm dead. I glanced over towards the front of the room and saw blushing faces of the beautiful girls smiling, looking happy. Oh, they are so beautiful.
Judging by the look on their faces, this was obviously not a joke or a lie. Please, wait a second. How does this even happen? Honestly, I have no idea why I chose you as a candidate. I raised my voice and stood up in the great force. To that the king of the devils nodded with his arms folded.
まだ幼い頃のことだからね。覚えているというのも難しいかな。
Well, it is quite true that you were quite young. So it's understandable that you may not recall
君
it.
たちは子供の頃に出会っているのだよ。たった一日のことではあるけどね。
You kids have met before, or it was just for one day.
お父様、そのことは。
Father, about that.
The girl with blue hair bashfully clutched at the cuff of the King of Devils' sleeve. The King of Devils caressed his daughter's head. We've met?
幼い頃の出会いと、その時に生まれてしまった淡い恋心。
A childhood encounter and a fleeting awakening of love. Like Romeo and Juliet. She is your Juliet.
二人はその思いの炎を弱めることなく、その小さな胸の中で、ネリ姉ちゃんのバストサイズは問題ないから安心してくれたまえ、リンちゃん。
Oh my god, that is... Come on, dude. No, don't embarrass your daughter like that. The two never let go of that feeling in their heart of hearts. And as you can see with Narine's bust size, she had more than enough room for it to grow.
むしろ立派だし、
It's impressive, wouldn't you say?
その胸の中で燃やし続け、再会できる日を心待ちにしていたのだよ。
She held on to that feeling all this time, hoping to see...
おい、マモうちのシアだってな、練りっこの膨れまんじゅうほどじゃないが、決して小さくはねえぞ。
Hey, Mr. Devil King! How dare you! My Zia's bust size may not be as big as Norine's, but it's certainly not small!
むしろ成長途上。
She's still
俺がい
growing
くらだってでかくな
too!
る可能性があるら。
There's still a great possibility that they will grow even bigger! The King of the Gods... Okay. The King of the Gods' head slid to the side again. My brain took the H from it.
お父さん、お願いだから、それ以上恥ずかしいことはしないで。
Please don't embarrass me any further!
I don't want to hurt my throat. Didn't she know any other way to stop her father that didn't involve a chair?
もう、りんちゃんも真っ赤になって固まっちゃってるじゃない。
Rena's all petrified with embarrassment.
Rena, not...
いや、しかしだな。こういうところでしっかりと売り込みを。
But, darling daughter, listen to me. This is the time to sell
お
yourself.
父さんはしないで結構です。
You don't need to do that for me, Father.
はい。
Okay.
The King of the Gods was then pushed towards the hallway by his daughter. He was followed by the King of Devils, who was headed for the hallway voluntarily. But he stopped partway, looked back at me, and lightly raised his hand.
まあ、詳しいことは本人たちから聞くなり思い出すなりしてみてくれたまえ。
If you want more details, I suggest you ask the girls or try to remember yourself.
それは、ネリ姉ちゃんとシアちゃんのことよろしく頼むよ、リンちゃん。
In any case, I'm counting on you to take care of Narine and see out for us, Narine-chan.
おう、よろしくな。
Yup. Take care.
Fluttering of their... I guess they don't have capes. His kimono, the fluttering. And so the two fathers were forced out by their daughters. But the damage they left was immense. Like a super extra large hurricane just passed through.
楓、ちょっとしっかり。何座ったまま気絶してるのよ。
Oh no. I guess that would have been a good place to stop, was the reveal of the... Damn, I didn't think about that. I was too engrossed into it. In the acting, the voice acting.
Kaede! Wake up! Why did you faint in your seat?
Transfer student introduction started with chaos and ended with chaos. While the entire class gaped in amazement, I cursed myself for not being able to faint right away then and there too. Felt like my world was enveloped in total darkness. Okay. First period ended as the teacher left the classroom. Huge crowd of boys, dying with anticipation, rushed over the two transfer students. Alrighty then! Really hope that the choices
don't happen immediately after this, but I should probably call it. It's probably long enough. That'll probably be the title of this episode, too. This is episode 5, too, isn't it? That's quite a quinky dink. As I was saying earlier, I thought of something with the thinking of saying something earlier, and thoughts and stuff and things. I like a lot of games that have choices that matter. And one that would really work would be Quintessential Quintuplets. Okay. It's just doing the opening video without music. Okay. We'll just let that play while I finish talking. Oh no. No, not no. Oh. I hope you don't vote for that one girl saying, "Oh no, not two." Will. I'd get in trouble probably if we went that route. Oh no. Anyways, oh beautiful, the beautiful too, the water, the things. Oh, green hair. Anyways, you know what would be really good as a decisions matter visual novel where, and I mean, I'll probably make that the title of this episode. That's a pretty good idea. Why isn't there a Quintessential Quintuplets visual novel? Why haven't they gone on that? That is a perfect idea for a visual novel and where you can choose the directions. I just watched that and Attack on Titan. I rewatched both of them earlier this year. Which was it? I can't remember which order. I rewatched seasons 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan. I rewatched all of Quintessential Quintuplets because I still haven't seen the movie yet. I'll probably watch that shortly after. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu or something. I've been trying to look around for it. The site I use for quote unquote pirating anime. It's technically not pirating. Pirating, by definition, is the stealing of goods and then selling them. The site I use is not selling me the products. It is free. Therefore, it is technically not piracy. You could say that if you really want to. Not that I'm a lawyer. I don't know if in a court of law that would... Oh, her again. Ugh. I don't know if in a court of law that would actually get by, but that's kind of my logic for emulations, too. It's like, it's free. Like, I'm not stealing anything. It should be fine. I know you want to take money from me, but I'm poor. I could barely survive on my own as is. Where was I going with that? I completely forgot. Right. Anyways, I was looking around for years after the release of the Quintessential Quintuplets movie, and then I kind of gave up. And then I saw it was on, I think it was Netflix. Yes, Netflix recently added Quintessential Quintuplets to their thing, and then the movie's there too. So I binged all that, rewatched it to catch myself up, and then I don't know why I never got around to watching the movie, but I still haven't seen the movie to see how it ends. And the movie apparently that's what they wanted to do instead of a season 3 season finale series finale in a season 3 to wrap up Quintessential Quintuplets. I think from what I've heard, I still don't know who he ends up with. I have a personal idea for who I think he will end up with. I can't remember the names either. Like, just by basic and cliche and logic, I think the main girl, who is the one that wants to be a teacher like her mother, is the most likely candidate. Who is also probably my favorite. Her or the shy one I like the most. So from personal choice, I would like to see either of those end up with the main dude. But also the one makes the most sense. I don't like Sundari, so I don't want her. It'd be weird, especially since... Although at the same time, I guess that is the most out of left field, the one you expect the least for him to end up with. I don't know. I'm forgetting what. Oh, the energetic girl, right? I remember the movie Stargirl. She's okay. I don't know, but that'd be a perfect visual novel idea. Why isn't there a quintessential quintuplets visual novel? Especially since I heard people were complaining about who we ended up with, but I didn't hear who it was. I was like, no, no, I need to stay spoiler free. I'm not getting this spoiled to me. So I remained spoiler free all these years, and that would also be a perfect chance to give people different endings to see the route that they want. That would be beautiful. That would be perfect as a visual novel. That'd be the greatest visual novel ever. Well, if it was done right, I suppose it could still be terrible. You could choose your ending. Who do you want to end up with? Who do you want the protagonist to end up with? Maybe you are self-insert and you end up with one of the other girls while the protagonist of the manga and anime ends up with another girl. I don't know. Yeah. So that should definitely be a thing. Someone should get on that immediately, right now. Damn it! I included Attack on Titan. I'll talk about that briefly. I should probably say that for something else. I rewatched season 1, 2, never saw season 3, never saw season 4, and then rewatched season 1 and 2. Didn't like them, even though I had liked them originally. They just weren't as good as I remember. And then season 3 was okay, and then season 4 was okay. I had a lot of mixed feelings. I'm on the side of it was not so great. If you disagree with me and you want to hate me, go for it. I'll explain in some other video, in some other thing. This isn't the time for it. I need to wrap this up. I'll explain my reasonings if people want to hear more about that in the future. But yeah, Quintessential Quintuplets was really good. Even on a rewatch, I enjoyed it. I don't think I'd say it's in my top 5. Maybe not even my top 10 anime, but it's definitely really good. And yeah, definitely be a cool idea for a visual novel. Hopefully someone does that someday at some point. That'd be really cool. But I should probably end the video there. This intro has played, 3 times now at least. I've seen it out of the corner of my eye at least once or twice. So we'll end it here. Whoops. Wait. Exit. Yes. We'll end it here. Sorry for that little bit at the end, but I figured I should, after I thought about it, I should save it for the end anyway, so I don't interrupt what's happening and then I go off on tangents and stuff. Now it's just at the end of the video. If people want to re-listen to what I thought, then they can just skip to the end. Or if they want to hear what I said at the beginning of the video, they can skip to the beginning. That's kind of why I'm also doing that, kind of big discussions at the beginning and end of the video, so I have a little more room to do that, versus the middle of the video is the game portion. So we'll end it here. Oh crap, it's gonna be close to 50 minutes long. No, 40? 40 or 50. Oh, too long. Apologies for that, but I guess it's long. I don't know. Cut it! Cut away! Stop it! Ow! Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and or evening. Hopefully you're enjoying Shuffle too far, and hopefully the decision making isn't immediately. It's definitely coming up. If it's not immediately soon, it's definitely coming up. So the next video might be really, really short, which would be very odd in contrast to this longer one. So, and maybe if I figure out streaming by then, maybe I'll be streaming it, and then you could make decisions live if we do get to that point. But as it stands for now, let me know if you want to see more or no. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways. I don't know why I said that, because I'm gonna do it anyways. I don't know. Oh god, I'm flubbing my exit. No, ending, outro, whatever you want to call it. I'm stupid. All right. Hopefully you're enjoying Shuffle. Let me know your thoughts and comments on all the things I said in the comments below. Hopefully to see you next time in Shuffle, another visual novel, or whatever it is I may do. I have a few ideas planned for this coming week. It's still Sunday as of recording. But I'm gonna pick up back on the visual novels, especially since September. I'm probably gonna go back and forth between visual novels and some other special event kind of thing that I'm going with. So this will probably air Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. Either or. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I hope you have a lovely day and or evening, and until next time, whatever it is I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell.